You ever watch a franchise you love get slowly drained of soul until all that's left is a logo, a storefront, and a bunch of live service updates that nobody asked for? Yeah, today we're going to be talking about how capitalism is killing art. And the Skate franchise is the perfect example for that. Now, look, I get it. Companies need money, games cost more than ever to make now. But there's a difference between making money and milking something until the creativity dies. And we're seeing that shift everywhere. Movies, music, streaming, games. Art used to be about expression. Now it feels like everything is just a vehicle to sell cosmetics, battle passes, and season bundles. Skate used to feel raw. It was gritty, stylish, and it was different too. The controls were fresh, the energy felt like real street skating. Chaotic, creative, expressive. And I felt all of that even playing these games, the original skate games 1, 2, and 3, without even actually being a skater myself. It was just so involved in the culture of skating. And you could feel that with everything that was going on. People fell in love with skate because it felt like a game with a heartbeat, not just a marketing strategy. Again, Skate 1, 2, and 3, each game felt like someone behind the scene actually cared about it. It wasn't just, we were making this skateboard game because skateboard games are going to be the most popular thing on the market. It was more so like, let's take this concept of something that we love and then create something that's really, really genuinely dope. And with those original games, you felt that. You felt that a lot. That's why people miss skate so much when it left. So for it to come back now and be in the state that it's in, it's super whack. I'm not gonna lie, it's super whack and it kind of feels weird. So fast forward today, it's already out now, but people were excited about the skate. That skate was coming back when they had a trailer that skate is coming back. Everybody's like, finally skate is coming back. They even called this game Skate Force. Like, I think still to this day, some people might refer to this as Skate 4, but it's something completely different. This is just EA Skate. We thought we were getting what we had with those original trilogies, or at least something close to it. But instead we get a free-to-play live service model, cosmetic shops, user retention strategies, content cadence, and that corporate phrase that instantly kills all hype. We want this game to last for years. Oh boy. And don't get me wrong, long support can be good, but with Skate, it feels like the art took a backseat to the business model. It's not, how do we make the best skate experience? It's, how do we keep them logging in every day and spending money? The bigger problem, I think, with all of this going on is that this is just what capitalism does. Not because companies are evil. Well, not because they're completely evil, but because the system rewards the wrong things. You don't get rewarded for making something meaningful. You don't get rewarded for pushing creativity. You get rewarded for engagement metrics, monetization, retention, trend chasing, and just playing it safe. And slowly, the art just dies. We go from games that feel personal to games that just feel too manufactured. From risks to formulas, from expression to commerce. Skate deserved a comeback that honored what made it special. Instead, we got a product designed for quarterly earning calls. And the saddest part, Skate is not alone. Fortnite clones, hero shooters, mobile style mechanics shoved into console games. You even see it with sports games where it's pretty much just pay to win strategy. They just want you to keep dripping money in, dripping money in, dripping money in, and they lose the essence of why we love these games so much. Everything is starting to look the same, feel the same, play the same, because sameness is profitable, basically. It's not, it kind of sucks because like if you really enjoy these gaming hobbies, it's not like there aren't games that still have plenty of expression and joy that's in it. You can go on the indie side and find that, but even there's some AAA games that, you know, still put that love and care into their product, and it's not so much about trying to maximize the user's time, which turns into maximizing their wallet, honestly, but they focus a lot on experiences. And I'm tired of studios. Well, I'm tired of getting excited for a game only to realize that the storefront got more love than the gameplay. I'm tired of studios pretending player first while designing systems that feel like a job, bro. Like, I'm tired of art being treated like a side quest just in general. And Skate, man, Skate should have been the one series that stayed super real. It should have kept that rebellious energy that it had, that feeling that you're playing something made for skaters, like not the investors. Capitalism isn't going anywhere though, but that doesn't mean art has to disappear, does it? Like, we as players still care about creativity. You know, we as players still care about passion. We still care about games that feel like somebody actually gave a damn. And Skate is our reminder of what happens when business models start dictating the creative process. It's almost as if they had this idea to where they wanted to turn Skate into this big, it feels like a social experiment, to be completely honest, but they didn't even execute that in the right way. Like, when you log into this game and you skate, because the controls are still just as amazing as it was when you first picked the game up 15 whatever how many so years ago those games came out, and it's so satisfying still. The flicker system with the analog and everything is so satisfying still. But for us to be put in this world that you're forcing us to be in with other people, one, you would think that you would actually like commit to some type of idea to where like the social aspect of it is a part of the game more. Like, look at this clip right now that I'm in. There are people that are down in this tunnel skating with me. And I mean, they might as well not even be there. There isn't too much interaction. We can't talk to each other. I guess we could jump into parties now and speak. That's something that they added, but it still feels like it's too forced. It's like, what was the idea that you guys were going for? Like, you tried to make a skate game because you knew people would come in and play a skate game, because we've been dying to have another skate game. And you had this idea of turning it into this live service thing, and you've kind of half-assed that idea also. Like, the fact that there isn't like proximity chat in this game is insane in 2025. Like, what all of us down here skating, I should be able to, you know, if we decided to laugh about us falling flat on our face with these tricks, like, you can see me, you're gonna see me fall a lot in these clips, but that's like a part of skate. But imagine how much more dope that would be if the player that was right next to me was laughing like, holy shit, you ain't shit. Or I said the same thing. Or what if I just asked them for a tip? Like, man, how do you do this modified grab? Because I was having a tough time doing that modified grab. And they didn't even really commit to that. Like, I don't know if when they had the idea, like, we're going to bring skate back, they were like, but we're going to monetize it, which of course they are. But you have to think, what did anybody even really stop and consider, like, to take the time and like what this would actually look like? Because it kind of feels like they kind of just threw it out there once it was playable, and now they're like trying to slowly trickle in and drip feed all of these things that we really loved about this franchise, but it's not really working. It's not, you're not trying to bring back skate. You're trying to disguise another live service thing and use skate as the face of this. Is why another reason why we will stay and buy battle passes and grind hours and hours and hours just to change outfits on our characters. Like, this can't be what you guys brought skate back for. It would almost be like you would make more money if you brought this back as a standalone game. Like, what if they actually went and like actually made Skate 4 with pro skaters in it and put the brands in there, and they really packaged and sold this thing for 70, whatever, however much games cost? That would have been a way better idea. But to go and kind of half-ass and gut like this beloved franchise, because it really is, like, there isn't, I mean, I guess there's other games like Session and all of that. I haven't played Session. I would actually be interested in trying it now after getting the skateboard game bug again. But they have the perfect example. The Tony Hawk Pro Skater games came back, and when you play that game, it feels like exactly what it's supposed to feel like, an updated version of what we loved back then. And I really do think that most people that played that Tony Hawk, remake, whether it was 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 that came out more recently, they really enjoy that game a lot. And the reason is because they didn't just re-release it for the sake of re-releasing it. Like, they wanted to bring back and put that feel that you had when you used to play it on the original Xbox or PlayStation 2 or whatever system that you were playing it on. They kept most of the songs in there, but they also put new ones in there. They upgraded like the control scheme a little bit more, and that's the part that kind of frustrates me the most about Skate, is because like you didn't even have to update the control scheme. It was already so good. And for you guys to take that same control scheme and all of these things that we were doing and like kind of drip feed us how it works. Like, they just added impossibles in the game. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why are you just now adding impossibles in the game? You did all of this stuff to make sure that store was ready, that these loot boxes are ready, that these half-ass challenges are ready, but you didn't put the actual tricks in the game. It's like, there's no way that like the people who made this really played Skate back in the day. There's no way that the people that made this really understand why Skate was what it was. It was not because you were just simply skating and unlocking new clothes. It was a lot. We're talking about a culture that is really locked into being authentic. Like, skaters, and again, like I said, I've never been a skater, but I do understand this about them. They love authenticity so much to the point that they'll turn on you if they feel like you're going like too corporate or something like that. And for those games, Skate 1, 2, and 3, to encapsulate all of these things that skaters actually felt when they hopped on their board, and for that to be put in a game, and for anybody like myself that never skated to actually get like a small glimpse of what that felt like, to work on one line all day and then get this sick clip and then just go crazy over finally landing a trick. Like, all of that is a part of Skate, and that they have that in here. But I think like the weird part is, if they had stuck with that a lot more, I think that this game would have been a lot better off, instead of just focusing on monetizing the shit out of it, because it's going to make money regardless, because, well, at least I think it is, because it's Skate. Like, if you were to come back and drop this with, let's not even say that maybe the tricks did take longer to develop or whatever, but if you were to come and drop this and have the game be catered to the experience of what it is to grow as a skater, Like, you come in this thing and you have this AI bot that clearly feels like, I can't even explain how ridiculous that is, but it guides you around the city and everything. That's cool. That's cool. But you're kind of trying to use that AI to put you in the skate culture, and it's not gonna happen that way. Like, what happened to skating being banned? Like, you put us in a whole entire city where it's like, oh, skating is everywhere, skating rules. It's like you missed the whole entire point of, like, skating is rebellious. It's supposed to be rebellious. So you're just inviting us in this place where just skating was always accepted, and yeah, do all this skate stuff here. Like, that would have never been in Skate 1, 2, or 3. There's no way that would have been in any of these games. And the reason that people wanted this franchise to come back again, I know I said this a few times, but the reason that people wanted this franchise was to come back was because there was a lot of soul that was put into those original skate games, man. It was like you would play it, and whether you were good or bad at it, that's how you know you have a really good game. You just walked away having a really good time. And like I said, this game isn't terrible to play, but it just feels off when you play it, especially if you are familiar with the source material. This is skate if, like, real life, if those pixies from the Fairly Odd Parents took over skateboarding. This is exactly what it would look like. And I just wish that if they were going to bring it back and you were going to do none of that stuff that I just said, say you didn't do anything that I just said, the original skate games, at least stick to your own idea. Like, if you want this to be some big social game that we hop on with our friends and we do all of this stuff, like, at least try to put things in there that will enhance that. You guys just want us to be on the game for retention time. You want us to be on the game to grind and get different outfits because people will pay for it, because that's what the metrics and capitalism says. It says retention time and storefronts and all of that. Again, I went over that, but I'm reiterating it, is more important than the actual experience. And I feel like that sucks. And if that's what we're going to do to every dope piece of art eventually, is to just monetize the shit out of it. Not saying that, it doesn't, artists don't need to get paid for their work. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to change it to a goal to where you're going to monetize every little piece of art, then this whole entire art form is just going to turn into another job. It's going to be us playing 4 hours, barely being satisfied, and trying to get to the next challenge of whatever you put in front of us. We never even sit back and take a step and try to enjoy what we have. Now, to this game credit, they kind of did put updates in here to where, like, you can make like replays and share your clips and all of that stuff. Like I said, it's kind of like they're kind of tiptoeing around. Like, they're trying to put more stuff in that's original, but they're also trying to, like, double down on this live service stuff. And it's kind of weird when you play this game. Like, it's only going to be fun for 30 minutes. Like, you're not going to sit, like, look at this. I'm over here going crazy because the emotes are fun. I'm not going to lie, they're fun. But it's like why am I in here with other people just to do that? And look at this loot box. You get all of it. Like, I unlocked the rail. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this I don't know, man. Maybe I'm kind of just putting too much on it. I don't feel like I am, though, because you could talk to most people that play this game of skating and be like, man, they kind of ruined it. But this, look at this dude right here. See, like, this game could be fun even if you committed to the social. If you just commit to something, man. Stop trying to just put something out because you know that you're gonna hit the money that you make. But anyway, capitalism is what it is. It's here to either mess with art or just take out the whole soul, and I don't agree with that. But if you feel like capitalism is ruining art, I want you to go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what's going on. And until then, check you next time. Peace.